Hi, welcome back to Everyone Can Jam. This is a place where everyone can learn to play guitar. And if you find these videos helpful, please like and subscribe. That will help me to be able to keep doing this work. And recently I've noticed that I did not give you a video yet about A chord. We have that series about how to make your fingers reach chord shapes on guitar. And there's a lesson on most of the most common chords, but not A. And there's some really fun, helpful, cool things we can say about the A chord. Actually, I just counted. I'm going to show you 5 ways that you could make the A chord. There's more, but we're going to focus on 5, and one of them's going to be right for you for now. Probably as you continue to play guitar, you're going to want to make A more than one way, because it depends on what you're doing next, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's look at probably the most common way. I'm going to assume that you're already familiar with the A shape. There's lots of places to learn the shape. This is like, okay, I know the shape, but how do I make my fingers do it? So our A is going to be all in the 2nd fret, and it's going to be strings 2, 3, and 4. This might be the most common way of making it, but my fingers are pretty skinny and they fit. And some people have fingers that are thicker and they don't fit. So here's one way, and it might be shown this way in a lot of books. I think you could see which fingers are where. Index on the 4th string, and but if you do want to do it this way, you want to get this finger as close as you can to the fret, and then you just really have to cram the other fingers because this one's not going to be so close to the fret. Okay, let's look at another way. Some people just switch these 2 fingers around. This finger, ring finger, stays on 2nd fret. I mean the 2nd string, 2nd fret. But instead of putting these 2 fingers like that, they trade strings. So this finger's here and this finger's back there. That they're still all on the 2nd fret. So let's look at that again. Ring finger, ring finger, 2nd string, 2nd fret. And then the tall finger goes all the way up here to 4th string, 2nd fret, and then the pointer is tucked behind them both on the 3rd string. And it's kind of weird, but it works. It's not a difficult shape. It might be a new shape for you, but it's not any more difficult than some other shapes that you learn as a beginner. Now, I think this is the coolest one. It really shocked me when I noticed a friend of mine playing A and it looked like that. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? So I asked her about it, and she has fingers that are a little thicker than mine, and so I imagine this would work well for men and ladies with fingers that are, but it works with my fingers, so about my thickness, and mine aren't that thick, they're pretty slender. So anyway, the way it works is index finger is on 4th string, 2nd fret, and then the tall finger is actually placed, it feels weird, it feels like it's not going to work, but it's placed right between the 2nd and 3rd string, right between them. And it's actually enough pressure to make them ring. See? Actually, that one wants to buzz a little. My finger's not, yeah. But if your finger's a little thicker than mine, or a lot thicker than mine, that might work really well. 2 fingers. So, if you start to get like this feeling of TMI, system overload, just stop. Consider the shapes that I've shown you 3 so far, and if one of them works, great. And if you want to come back and explore the others, come back. So the next, the last one is the funnest one. I think it's brilliant and it eluded me for years. So one more way of making A would be, instead of these three, use these three. I think the main reason, remember how I said different times you'll use different fingerings depending on what you're doing next or what you just did. And this is one of those situations. If you make A with these three fingers, and if the next thing you want to do is make an A minor, then you just pick up the pinky and you put the index finger down on. So now what I have here is the normal, probably the most common A minor shape. And if you tuck pinky on the second string, right in there, second fret, then you're back to A major. So that's one more way, and that your fingers are skinnier so they fit better. Oh wow, did I count wrong? We already did 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the fourth, I can't count. Maybe there's 6 total. If your finger bends backwards like this, then that's my favorite way. You just plop it down and you bend at that knuckle, and if your finger bends back, then the first string will stay open. And you know what, even if it's muted, it still sounds like that. So this is, and the nice thing about this is once you get some practice, you just plop it down. It's very fast. It's good for changing chords fast, if that works. And now for my favorite, which eluded me for many years, which is just one thing that teaches me there's so many innovative things you can do on the guitar, and it just really helps to understand the fretboard, which we're going to be getting into more and more real soon. But what we're going to do is come on up here by the 5th fret, and we're going to put ring finger. Well, let me just show you the shape we're going for. That's the shape. It's a very, you can see already, it's an easier shape than squishing all your fingers into one fret. And here are the details. Ring finger on 4th string, 7th fret. Back up so you can see that it's the 7th. Here's 5th, here's 7th. So ring finger right there, 4th string, 7th fret. Tall finger is going to go on 3rd string, 6th fret. And then index is going to go on 2nd string, 5th fret. You're going to usually not play the 6th string, so you'll start your strum from here, and the 1st string is open. So notice how you're playing the same 3 strings as you did down here. It's just a higher inversion, and you get to use the, because this 5th string is an open A, and the open E is part of the A chord. It's pretty easy. And there's some fun things we can do with that. Just a quick preview. I'll show you this in another video real soon. But here's kind of a nice form of A, D, and E. Easy on the fingers, and I'll show you that. Let me see, when are we going to do that one? In the next video I post. Fun things you can do with A chord. So let me know how that goes. I hope that helps with making A chord. And remember to like and subscribe, please. And there's information in the description, like how to find my webpage so you can sign up for my email list, because I put things there that I don't put anywhere else. See you next time. Bye.